The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas, by Ursula K. Le Guin, begins with a vivid description of Omelas, a utopian city characterized by its joyous, vibrant atmosphere. Omelas is in the midst of its summer festival, with music, dancing, and horse races. The people of Omelas are depicted as happy, intelligent, and cultured, living in a society free from guilt and oppression. Le Guin invites readers to imagine the city's splendor, emphasizing that Omelas is a place of genuine delight and celebration. The narrator addresses potential skepticism about the existence of such a perfect society. Le Guin encourages readers to modify their vision of Omelas to accommodate their sense of plausibility. She acknowledges that the idea of a utopia might seem implausible to some but insists that Omelas can be as perfect as one wishes, provided it aligns with individual ideals of happiness and morality. The narrative takes a sharp turn when the narrator reveals the city's dark secret. The happiness and prosperity of Omelas are contingent upon the suffering of a single child. This child is kept in a small, filthy room, malnourished and neglected. The citizens of Omelas are aware of this child's existence and the conditions it endures. The child's misery is presented as the foundation upon which the city's utopia is built. Detailed descriptions of the child's suffering evoke a deep sense of pity and horror. The child, described as feeble and mentally undeveloped, is denied any comfort or human interaction. It lives in squalor, afraid and alone. The citizens, including the children, are brought to see the child at some point in their lives, making the suffering an inescapable reality of their moral education. The citizens of Omelas respond to the child's plight in various ways. Most initially react with shock, anger, and compassion. However, they eventually come to accept the necessity of the child's suffering for the greater good of the community. The rationale is that the happiness and prosperity of many outweigh the misery of one. This acceptance is seen as a rite of passage into the moral complexity of adulthood in Omelas. The narrative delves into the philosophical implications of this societal structure. The citizens' acceptance is based on a utilitarian perspective, where the greatest happiness for the greatest number justifies the suffering of the child. This raises profound ethical questions about the nature of happiness, justice, and the cost of utopia. The moral dilemma forces readers to confront their own beliefs about sacrifice and complicity. Despite the general acceptance, some individuals in Omelas cannot reconcile themselves with the child's suffering. These people choose to walk away from the city. They leave Omelas silently, without protest or confrontation, heading towards an unknown destination. The act of walking away is depicted as a profound moral statement, representing an ultimate rejection of the moral compromise that sustains the city. The narrative does not provide details about where the ones who walk away go or what becomes of them. Their departure is shrouded in mystery, symbolizing the unresolved ethical tensions within the story. Their choice suggests a refusal to accept happiness built on suffering, even if it means venturing into uncertainty and potential isolation. Le Guin's story explores complex themes such as the morality of happiness, the ethics of sacrifice, and the limits of societal acceptance. It challenges readers to think about the costs of their own comforts and the hidden injustices that might underpin their lives. The Ones Who Walk Away serve as a powerful symbol of moral integrity and the courage to confront uncomfortable truths. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas leaves readers with a haunting and thought-provoking dilemma. The story does not offer easy answers but instead forces an introspective look at the values and principles that guide individual and collective choices. It questions the price of utopia and whether true happiness can exist without justice for all. Le Guin's masterful storytelling compels readers to consider their own position in the moral landscape she paints, making the narrative both timeless and deeply relevant.